Hello, hello. I guess we're live, Facebook and Tintipo's YouTube. I'm gonna hope I can get my Facebook chat to read through this time. If we get some chatters. Giving it a minute, see if some people join. We're rocking a 2022 Toyota Corolla. Just picked it up from the dealer today. Came straight to me for some window tint. These Corollas, oy, if you know, you know. Gotta know my chat's working. Gotta know my visuals are working. Get started here in just a few minutes. Mr. Mike Sanchez, hey sir. Welcome, welcome. That was from Facebook. That's awesome. It read. It went to chat. It worked this time. We are in it to win it today, I hope. We were pretty error-free last time, so hoping we stay that way. Mr. Sanchez, happy to see you here. Thanks for joining. It's a rainy, nasty, chilly day here in Gainesville, Georgia. Looks like everything's working. We're slowly gaining some viewers. Okay, I'm sure people will join as we go. We've got a couple people watching. Feel free to interact, definitely chat, ask me questions. I'm basically just gonna tint this car like I normally do on an everyday basis. This one, for me, I'm kind of a bigger guy, not afraid to admit it. This grass-fed beef right here makes it kind of tough to crawl around in the back of these Corollas, especially the newer ones with the fixed headrests. So I fold the seats down, I do a reverse roll, and I'm like this the whole time in the car. So that might be a little tricky to do with the GoPro on my head, so I might have to go with this screen and put the GoPro down when I install that film on the back. So it is what it is. We got some super not so fun front pocket windows. We're gonna struggle through and get some tint put on them. Large quarters on the back of these, not too terrible. Then the roll-ups are pretty much cut and dry. So let's get the gear on. It's the part that hurts the worst. Get out of hair and makeup, and then you gotta mess it all up. So let's do it. Got the road mic. All right. I'm feeling pretty. I think I have a weird shaped head. I could never get this on straight. There you go. See, it's still crooked. Here we go. There we go. All right, y'all come in and chat when you have time. I've already wiped this thing down due to the amount of rain, so it's gonna take a little longer for the dryer sheet, so I wiped the dirty water off of the glass and let it sit for a little bit. So let's get started. Let's take a look at the GoPro. Still feel like it's a little high. Loosen up the head mount a little bit, bring it down. Yeah, that should be good. Should be good. Mr. Zack in the house. Welcome, welcome. We're just getting started. Ooh, nice. Watching from the garage while tinting. That's awesome. Well, we're gonna have some fun with this one. It's a Corolla. If you know, you know. These little bad boys have the awesome, super huge headrests. So I fold the seats down, crawl in there, breathe extremely heavy, and sit on the backs of the seats. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So let's do it. Already wiped it down. We're gonna do Tintipo's Superior Charcoal in my favorite, 15% all the way around. Matter of fact, I still have it in my machine. Good, I don't even have to load it. So let me make sure I got film cut open. Beautiful. All right, so we're set up. First things first, dryer sheet on the back window. I have somebody who has called me, stayed in contact with me, trying to learn how to shrink. Told him that for this video, what's up, Jay? I will try to explain it a little bit more as we go through it. These are tight. You reverse rolled them last time with the legs in the trunk. I'm going the same route, my guy. I'm going the same route. Problem is, my neck is crooked as all get out when I'm inside one, so I don't know that I'm going to be able to wear the GoPro. So I might have to view it from my face cam at the computer and just hang in there while I get the tint laid, but we'll see. We'll see. Dryer sheet. Yeah, everything's pretty straightforward on these cars, except, you know, the front quarters, I don't know, they're hit or miss, but not terrible. The bottom gasket opens up pretty good on these, so it shouldn't be too bad. Set the GoPro on the center console. Bro, you'll be staring at my back. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Okay, film cut from Plotter Depot is what I use. We've got the Workhorse 2 55-inch plotter. I've got my 15% Superior Charcoal loaded, blade ready. I joined the Gorilla Tape crew. I keep hearing about it. People swear by it. I've put it on here. This will be bear witness to how well it works, because I have not done any cutting other than adjusting and testing the blade. So, tint. Wait a minute, I forgot to do something. Look how rainy it is outside. My poor truck just sitting there. Raindrops are so big, my camera can see them. So dreary. 2022. Whoops, not a Tesla. Toyota Corolla sedan. So while the back window is drying, I'm going to cut out the back windows, double click on them. They've already got them set up with the quarters, super nice. I got my blade, I got a squeegee. Let's cut them. Oh, I forgot to pre-feed my film. Sounds smooth. That's that Gorilla Tape. Nice. Oh yeah, I got one of these too. Let's see how it works. Beautiful. You now got to lean over me putting this table in front. Ride the guide. Oh man, $1.32 at Walmart. I gotta clean my boards off. Probably gonna run out of that, so I got a new roll ready. What's the weather like by anyone? It's so nasty out here today. It's like 60, which is chilly for Georgia, and rainy. So on top of that, you got like no warmth, nothing. So dreary. All right. Roll the film up. I find it much easier to roll it up. And then just put it on the glass and let it roll out. Kind of seems a little bit more organized that way. Just like that. Let's peel at the start and stop point. Both sides. Gorilla Tape. That's smooth. I like that. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Forgot about my quarter. You. Uh-oh. Caught up on her quarter. Should have peeled the other way. Dude, that's a lot of ceramic jobs. You got 7 this week? Come on, peel. There we go. Dang, that was a little bit of a struggle bus there. Might have to do a little bit more adjusting. Otherwise, not bad. I can live with that. Hello, everyone. Hey, Link Key. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to ask questions. Glad to have you. Zack, that's absolutely nuts. Thanks, TikTok. Yes, sir. My TikTok helped me out a lot, man. I got lots of people that came to me just based on them seeing my TikToks, which I thought was really cool. Kind of a feel-good situation. I'm just gonna weed off all the extra liner, and then I go from my peel board to the car and I shrink them. That's how I roll. Serves me well. I am a single stager, top loader, whatever you want to call it. I pull little to no seals. Some cars I do, they're super easy and it does make the install go a little bit smoother. But for the most part, this is it. The ceramic looks thicker. This is not ceramic. This is the premium color stable dyed from Tintipo. Uh-oh. Josh is here. Best in the area, like SpaghettiOs. Don't tell them my secret. I don't need people knowing that, you know, all this grass-fed beef right here came from super delicious SpaghettiOs. You crazy? That's a secret. What's up, Josh? Love it when the regulars pop in. That's cool. We just hanging. I like it when the new people come in, ask questions. Then they become regulars, and then we all hang. Smashed. Almost didn't see it. It's on Tintipo. Yeah. So I'm gonna be kind of like flopping between them and my personal channel. Obviously, because they're a supporter of mine and we work together. You know, we're putting content out, so. Going out of town, keys locked in the car, you're going to do it. Dang. Locking your keys in the car is never fun. Never fun under any situation. I used to have this Jeep Cherokee 2000 model. I locked the keys in that thing all the time. It was so bad. My passenger door wouldn't even line up. Every once in a while, I'd have to put a board on the bottom and retweak the door because I pried on it so much. That's the only one, though. For whatever reason. Ceramic sticker, never used it. Link, try it. Tintipo Superior Charcoal is my dyed line, and then my ceramic line is their Ceramic Extreme. And I couldn't be happier with both. Oh, this has sun strips. This is my, like, you know, use it, abuse it handle. I don't even know what it is. It's too soft to be, no, it might be a Clear Max. I don't know. But I'm using the Orange Crush. I kind of like fell back in love. I started using the red line extractor, which I still love. It's a great squeegee. Much harder durometer on it, but I like it. But for some reason, the Orange Crush, I don't know. Hangs up on the glass a lot, you know, if it's kind of dry. That's the one downside. But I feel like it's comfortable. First it looked gold. It's that dirty, man. It's that old. It's got that burn mark on the side. Why are you ripping on my squeegees? What's up? It's mean, bro. Orange Crush is nice. Keep going back. That's me. I set it down. I used the red line for a couple of months. And then I bought me some more of the Fusion Shorty handles. And then I stuck an Orange Crush in it. And now it's just like this unspoken relationship between me and the Orange Crush. And I can't break up with it. You know what I'm talking about. Does anybody do this using a plotter? If you use a plotter, peel them and then cut around them. I make a lot of good ones. Got some from Rodney. Yeah, I was thinking about trying some of Rodney's too. I just haven't ordered any. But yeah, there's a lot of great ones, man. It's really hard to just put your hands on one. I've even been sweating that hybrid, but I don't know. I know I'll only use the orange side. I don't think I'll ever switch to the blue side because I looked at the durometers on it and it's pretty close to like an Orange Crush on one side and it's like a red line extractor on the other. So I don't know that I'd ever flip it over or anything. What you mean? I do it the weird way. Explain. You peel it, or I mean you cut it first before peeling it so that it doesn't burn when you shrink it. Yes, that's a great way to do it. Honestly, probably a better way. Because I burn the liner almost every time I do a snap on them, but as long as it's the liner, not the tint. There's been an occasion or two that I did move it up into the tint and I had to come back and cut that little spot out, but for the most part, it makes it okay. I don't know, I like the idea of it all being gone. You actually used to cut every pattern out and then weeded it. Yeah, me too. My way is to work smarter, not harder. I will say this. I feel like, you know, it works for me and I like the flow. Probably why I take longer on a car than somebody else, but I don't really care. On a cop car, you try to do cutouts of a cop car I did today and it failed. Couldn't get the tint to lay right without getting fingers. What kind of cop car? Oops. So I'm going to maximize my film here. And cut it out. Well, for the Gorilla Tape, I'm kind of digging it, honestly. Sounds smooth, seems to be cutting smooth. That was a lot at once. Hang on. Where did you get the table? I got lucky. I worked at a reverse logistics company a while back, and I ended up with a lot of equipment. That's where I got my Gladiator cabinets. I got another one in there. I got another Gladiator cabinet over there, Gladiator table there. Got two Gladiator tables in there. Undercover Suburban had the light bars inside. He wanted the tint cut around them, which I did on the plotter, and I think it would have lined up good, but it didn't want to lay down. Dang, man. Huh. That sucks. I'm sure you got through it though. I've not done a cop car with lights in it or anything. So any cop car I ever did, which wasn't many, didn't even have lights or anything in it. So money is calling, you better pick up. What you mean? How you know that was money? Maybe that was my mama, my wife. You know? Why you always assuming? I guess that's possible. You forgot to get the money out of the Suburban. Oh no. Dang, that sucks. Don't nobody want to work for free. Good thing it was a cop. Nailed it. For real. That would suck. Go through tint and all that, and then all that customization you did, fighting the fingers, and then just roll out. Yeah, that's no fun, man. We get busy, I get it. It's not a picnic every day for me either. All right, y'all, watch your mouths. The boss just walked in. Hi, darling. Thankfully called and reminded, and he's honest. Yeah, man. I don't want to say thank goodness he's a cop, because I would assume that, you know, people should just, even anybody should just be that honest, man. And it's pretty crappy if they're ever not. We out here doing our thing, running our business, just out here trying to survive. Really, man, really. About to be a donation. Let's hope not. Sounds like an honest cop. I like that. Probably the kind of cop that would pull you over and not say anything about your tint if it's not crazy, right? That's what I would hope for. All right, I'm gonna talk a little bit about this shrinking when I get to this back window, because I promised my guy Jay, who reaches out to me all the time, super nice guy, lives a couple states over, and has some questions. So when we get to that, I'll probably just ignore everybody and kind of do a little tutorial on it in the name of Jay, because that's how we roll here. All right, little pocket shrink, little snap shrink. For the comment on peeling after, because of burning the liner, I've noticed that pocket shrinking first, it's harder to burn the liner. So I'll usually pocket shrink the fingers out before I just blow a bunch of heat along the bottom. Yeah, it's an extra step, but like you can see, it's not really, a little bit there, not really burning the bottom. See more dishonest cops in your area than honest ones. Man, there's a lot of crooked ones out there. There's a lot of really good ones out there. And it's just like tint, you know? There's a lot of crooked tinters out there. It just, unfortunately, to the consumer, the average person, they don't know the difference. It makes it harder on us. It's one of the reasons I stopped being a mechanic. I was so tired of fighting for people's trust, because there were so many crooked shops that it was like, man, I can't do this anymore. The stress level alone was too much. Hey, Dale Rogers. Hey, Dale Rogers. What's going on in my chat? You guys need to ease up. There's only room for so many Rogers. So pocket shrinking from the bottom up, blowing air up into the finger, and then just blowing some air across it. Helps it shrink better, faster. Pick the film up, watch it curl, set it back down. That one's plenty curled. All right, so we're at the back window. Hi, Dad, if you're here. What can I say? So I'll try to kind of go a little slow at first. I'm pressing down a little bit here, more so organizing the film toward the bottom. I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm looking for it to pull the lines like this. And you can only go so far on that before the film wants to turn sideways. When it turns sideways, that's when you can get in trouble. Looking for the lines. Comment on the brand new car. Quick shade, yes sir. You can't beat it. I didn't pull the sweeps on this. So Jay, so you can see there's a big smiley here. We got a big smiley here. Those are tension lines. This is not shrunk, shrunk, shrunk. So I'm gonna just blow some air right here and just kind of let it fall to the glass. I got a peak showing up here, so I'm gonna blow some air here and try to direct the film that way so that I don't get side fingers popping out. And then if it starts to tension up a little too much, a trick, not really a trick, just blow some air underneath it to heat up the edge, to start pulling the bottom edge a little bit together to help it shrink and push down. So you're really not concentrating so much on the peaks as you are wherever it's lifted up, it's unshrunk. So you need the film to pull together. So don't direct your heat in one area, kind of just keep moving. And when you see those lines, that's pretty much shrunk. You're done with that. So I like to kind of just pop and double just to really tighten up my corners without over shrinking. Just to make sure they don't pop up on the inside. And then same thing up here. I'm kind of like pushing this way and shrinking this way instead of just right here. I'm kind of blowing to the side. I hope you can see that. And I take my card. See, I'm kind of like this. And I just organize the film. I'll sometimes blow a little bit across as I come back so it's less. And right here, it's twisting. So I'm organizing, it wants to come this way, which is fine. And then I go across. I like to keep it nice and even. And then right here, it's close to the edge, but it's not on the edge. So I'll go a little past that and curl the top corner and push it straight to the top. Now this is a tension part, so I'll blow some air underneath, push it to the top. So I'm doing this. And then when it gets to the very top, I'll more so shrink the edge than this part. So little finger poking here, but it's past the line. Zach mentioned I'm going evenly across and not letting it bunch up in the middle. Exactly. I'll get to any of the questions that I sort of ignored. Trying to help a really nice guy out that calls me all the time. So here you get maybe a little better view. I'm kind of pushing up and in. You're still going to have that curl here, so you want to shrink as much of that out as you can, but I'm still just kind of like running heats, kind of basically just on the loose portion of the film, and you're looking for those smileys or sideways little ordeals. So here's the corners where everybody has hard time. You see them kind of swooping this way, so I'm pushing up like this and getting some to gather this way so I can kind of even the shrink out and not have so much in the corner. So you get up to this point. I like to kind of just finesse it, curl the top edge, and then I push out toward the side. There's still some here to shrink, but we'll get it. the majority is shrunk out. So now you're just looking at some smaller, really small areas that you can kind of just push to the top, curl the edge, and that's it. And like I said, I'll usually pick it up, just kind of like make it bunch up another finger, blow some heat on it, curl it. We don't worry about what's past our cut line. That's past our cut line. Same thing here, kind of doing this. Hopefully give you a better view. Up and down. Just watching the film kind of crinkle up, zigzag, and fall to the glass. This was our tension line. Same thing on the side here. I'm trying to blow it this way and keep it pressed down so that I don't get any side fingers, because obviously we can't shrink that way. It's curling like this and tightening up, so I'll bump my card on it, push it toward the right direction. Another thing I have to mention is a good shrinking film is going to put you in the game. The harder it is to shrink the film, the slower the film moves, the harder it is to do. So now I'm at the end, so I'll usually just blow some air at the edge, tighten it up, pull me another little bunch, tighten it up, all the way across. She's ready to install. Now that doesn't mean you're still not going to get a tiny finger on the inside. I get them from time to time, you know, but a tiny little finger is super easy. Just blow some warm air on the glass to get it to stick. Dale Rogers, let's see. Quick shade, nothing better than working on a brand new car. Yes, sir. I'm learning so you can be the next TikTok tinter. There is only room for one, and that is me. What pad am I using? I assume you mean this. It is my super trusty soft card, MacTac. Notice he's going evenly across, not letting too much bunch in the center, right. And trying not to go much past the center either. That's another little tidbit. Don't go too much past the center, or you end up with a really, really, really heavy tension line. Good heat gun also plays a part. Lots of airflow, and heat is a must. Yes. I was using the $100 Milwaukee that they no longer make. It broke down on me. I went and got that $25 Wagner, and it's killing it. What is the plastic? Assuming you mean this. So if that's what you're meaning, the plastic, I was using Carpet Shield. Carpet Shield's 24 inches wide. I found this on Amazon. It's 36 inches wide. So now I can just pull the height of the door, cut it straight across, and put that right onto the door without having to turn it. Seems to be a little bit stickier as well. So I do like that. I get that from Amazon. Look at that 15, boy. Superior Charcoal, Tintipo, 15%. What's up? Now, this is a step I take. Those are, no, that one works. I just wipe off the dryer sheet. And I don't have to worry about that chemical inside the car, which doesn't hurt anything. I mean, if anything, it probably makes it smell better, but. Carefully, not to pop any creases, and then just wipe it off. Wipe above it before I peel it. So, I gotta clean the back window next. We're gonna see if I can do that with you guys on my head. Let's see how well this peels. I'm also peeling away for anyone that doesn't use a plotter and thinking about it. Never peel towards your pattern, always peel away, because if there is a skip in the blade, you want it to tear away and not into your pattern. So like right here is a spot. There's always a start and stop point that's gonna rip. But I'll usually come straight down and pop it off, and it's a clean edge. It's not a Camaro, you got room. I just gave myself a tint cut. I gotta shut it down. I gotta go to the hospital. I need some stitches. I'll talk to you guys later. Just kidding. It's not a Camaro. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave that there. Why not? Plug so grab. Yeah, it's not a Camaro. Did a Jetta. And just the very bottom messed up. Jettas suck. I mean, they're not terrible. I mean, they're tight seals in the doors and that stupid deck portion that touches the glass almost. You got barely get anything in it. So, yeah. Picked up some scraps and got a tint cut. Yeah, man. Golly. Tint cut. I don't know. Yeah, man. Jettas. Yeah, tint cuts, boy. It's like they bleed for days because I guess we use water and they just won't stop. And it's tiny. Like, that's one of the smallest ones I've gotten. And that bad boy. And that was from the peel away. Dang. Rather get caught with the Alpha. Yeah, man. I'd rather get cut with the Alpha knife. Slipping on a liner. The dangers of this work. Slipping on a liner, getting cut with an Alpha or a scraper, or a tint cut. Yes, they are. They be deep. Yes, sir. Paper towel and electrical tape. I've done it lots and lots and lots of times, and if this doesn't stop before I start crawling around in this car, we'll be doing that again. Have I ever had a Platinum Easy Reach stick me under the fingernail? Yes, and I still continue to carry it in my pouch, and I reach for it, and it pops me under the fingernail. That one, and I use this one as my like plastic scraper, like clean down in the edges because it's nice and, you know, rigid. Pro Tools now. But man, there's no give. There's no give. No give. Reached in, hit it just right, went under the nail. Yeah, and you probably bled too. That's yikes. Same here, man. Same here. Dangers of the job. People don't realize, man. You think it's dangerous for you? Shoot. Try to take an easy reach out of your pocket. Huh. You think you got it bad. Oh, nail gun shoot you through the foot? You ever step on a liner? Oh, yeah. Yeah, those hard cards, man, they're brutal. They are brutal, those corner cards anyway. Banana peel's got nothing on a tint liner. I mean, preach it. You ain't lying. My wife could tell you all about that. I mean, me too. It's been years. I'm a little bit more aware of it, but she ate concrete about 6 months ago, crawling out of a truck she was helping me with. And yeah, tons of fun. Hit the ground. I didn't know what happened. I'm just like, wait, 1 second she's there, the next second she's gone. Where'd she go? Tried to file workman's comp. Boss said, suck it up, buttercup. Yeah, I tell my guy that too. Get over it, dude. You know, the nature of the beast, bro. What do you want? All right, I'm gonna try to crawl in here with y'all. I'm definitely gonna have to shed myself of this jacket. I'd hate for y'all to just have to stare in one camera the whole time, looking like this. Can't hear me, and I'm just crawling around inside the car. Do you want to be the boss and the worker? Yes, sir. Okay. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough, you guys. Oh. All right, let's see if we can do it. I ain't got the abs for this. I got a big old jelly roll sitting in front of me. All right, I don't know what that looks like. My ear's touching my shoulder. I'm gonna breathe quite heavy. Nobody call the police or an ambulance. It's quite normal. It's part of the show. Show you how to breathe properly. You know, any intense sort of exercise requires you to breathe properly. So that's what I'm demonstrating. Not a fat guy in a little car, that's for sure. That would be dumb. Yeah, this is not easy. Tall and fat. Life alert is on standby. Just don't push the button, okay? Make sure I'm still talking. All right? Police and ambulance show up here while I'm in the middle of sticking some tint. I'm gonna be kind of upset. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I fall out of the car and I'm not moving, I give you full consent. What'd I do with my towel? I give you full consent to call the authorities. I'm at 124 High Street. Rather be tall and fat than short and fat. I don't know, man. I don't think we give short people enough credit. There's things short people can do tall guys have a hard time with, i.e., look at me go in this itty bitty little car. Oh, and then to not have abs on top of it. Oh, how brutal. Oh. That's funny. That's real funny. So I'm laying down now, chilling on my elbow. Oh, this is brutal. There was another one that I did a few weeks back. My wife had to save me because I got hung up on the seat. That's right, don't overlook us. For real. Short people can jump in and out of a lot of these tighter cars than a tubby like me. All right, that's first squeegee. Gotta do one more, but
I'm gonna go get the film ready. I'm gonna try to do this with y'all on my head, but I might have to throw you in the floor. Oh! It's all fun and games to the truck with a 10-inch lift, right? Zaxby's. Oh, I love Zaxby's. Oh, I love Zaxby's. I'm kind of hungry now. Why would you say that? Zaxby's. No, I don't have a problem. You have a problem. Calvin can't fit him in his shop, so he sends them to you. With friends like that, who needs enemies? Get a snap of me eating Zaxby's tonight? I don't know, man. The wife came on earlier, you know, the boss, and said that she's got the money ingredients in the soup in the crock pot. So, oh, here we go. So funny. She took pictures of me hung up on the seat. I couldn't move while I was installing the film. It was tons of fun. I believe my audience knows what this is. Reverse roll. Jay, if you're watching this now or watching later, this is how I roll on cars like this. Still not the most elegant in the world, but a little easier to manage. Hold up. If you got pics, we need them tagged on Facebook. No pics, no tags. East Bay, what's up? Glad you can make it. Facebook's working now. So I can hear you in chat. That's awesome. Super exciting. We're about to fat guy this roll into this car, and I'm going to try to do it where y'all can actually watch me struggle through it. Otherwise, I might have to say adios for a minute. Oh. Anybody watching this later after the live? This is normal. Just so you know. Pixar, it didn't happen. I don't even know what y'all are talking about, if you want to know the truth. This is a public channel, all right? Okay, can you guys have a little respect? Back windows suck. Man, these Corollas, they screwed us over with the headrest, man. Oh, why can't they be removable? And more cars are coming with these tall, fixed headrests. Like, dude, stop. Yeah, and coupes. Back end of a Camaro, Mustang, Cadillac. Josh, I'll get to that comment in a minute. Haas, welcome, my guy. I'm not as professionally streaming as you are, but we in here getting it. Glad you can make it. Yeah, not if I get to your phone first. Hoss, I seen you crawl in these. And Frankie, these back windows. You're a bigger man than me, buddy. And I don't mean that in a literal sense. I mean, that's some trust, bro. So this is my crazy way. We come across, we go underneath. Yep. Oh shoot, you're crazy. This is still a fight ongoing, make no mistake. Oh, we got it. Again, no calling the police. No need for that mess. I'm fine. A little out of breath. Might pass out, but I'm fine. Yeah, I watched Hoss Evans slam one of these in right over the seats. Worst part, the tint hangs up in the corner, messes the whole thing up. Right. I'm really curious, like, what every one of my streams, you know, if everybody's gonna be like, man, this guy breathes heavy, bro. Like, is he okay? Yeah, I'm fine, bro. Eastbay, thanks, buddy. Glad you could come in and see me work, buddy. I'm like missing comments because I'm concentrating on my breathing. Just making sure I don't pass out on stream, you know, that'd be weird. I know you guys are here for a good time, but surely that would be somewhat upsetting, no? I feel like you're on my side there and you would find that to be somewhat disturbing. Good news is, we got a really nice install. Oh, you guys are killing me. I can hear little, I mean, I'm hearing it, but I gotta go back and read. Don't worry, my watch is keeping track of it. Oh, this was not easy with this on my head, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still struggling. My head is, my neck be hurting. Nobody call. This is normal. Trust. All right, let's get out of here. Shall we? Anybody down? Oh man, I'm sweating like a fat kid in a little car. I mean, a fat guy in a little car. On the upside, was the fight worth the reward? And I'm gonna say, absolutely. Whoops. You got a cramp in your thigh when doing the back glass right. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. So hey, Hoss, if you're still in here, or any of y'all that can Frankenstein one of those in with the seats up. I know it's faster, I get it, but I don't know. Just not coordinated enough. I'm gonna get in here, got a little water here, a little water here. A little water there. Oh yeah, let me get this too. I don't, Frankie. Trying to swing your legs after a cramp, right? Hoss, what you mean you don't Frankie? You do? You reverse roll with the seats up? I saw you that one time. Maybe it was just that one time. But I seen you Frankie one. But I guess every day your MO is to do it with the seats up. I got you. Wow, that was a lot of chat at one time. Y'all, let me hit some spots real quick and we'll go over that. That was a lot of chat. All right, we're golden now. Did it for 13 years, then learned reverse roll. Right on, man. Right on. I do a few with the reverse roll now, Hoss. Doing the seat up, doing the roll. Yeah, the last one I got hung up on the seat. Me and the wife were talking about. I was doing them with the seat up, but she had. It wasn't bad. It was just she had a hook I didn't see hanging off of something on the back of her headrest of her front seat, and it hooked in my belt loop, and I couldn't move. What your go-to squeegee? Where did I put it? I'm an Orange Crush guy. I switch sometimes between the Orange Crush and the red line extractor. I get all my tools and tint from tintipo.com. Yeah, cutting the back brake light out, if at all ever possible, which is pretty much always, I do not cut the back light out. Unless it's like the BMW or the Charger with the top light that has the dot matrix and the solid matrix around it, I'll cut those out. I'm not gonna pull the lights down just to cover that. And then it kind of, you know, you got the, I don't know, I just don't. Yeah, and then it leaves light gaps and it just doesn't look all that great. Although the software does cut a nice clean brake light out, but it's still just, I don't know, looks weird. Only if somebody requests it, which most people don't. So, moving right along. Guess I need my squeegee. That's cool, we got some of the big boys in here today. Or no, let's use this one. So I'm gonna put these on my PO board. Hoss is gonna be disappointed to see that I am a two-stager. Josh will be here when you get back. What do I think about the PPF squeegee? You mean like the handheld ones, or like the ones you put in like the PPF blackout that you put in to a handle? Is that what you mean? Or just like the block squeegees? I think all squeegees have a place. There's a lot of good ones out there too. I just got stuck on the red line and the orange crush for some reason. And I keep going back to the orange crush. I'm pretty happy with it. All right, those are out of our way. Let's get our stool. We'll get our extra soapy soap. Just got done. Just finished tinting everyone's favorite vehicle to tint. Hint, it was a front to match. I don't know if you're being facetious or not. Oh, like the money maker on the website. If you're asking about my favorite quit shade, F-150s all day. Like these, I have the blue ones, I have the purple ones, and I have the pink ones. Man, I use them. I don't do really PPF here, but these are great. It's in my pouch, and I love them. They're great squeegees. This is another ever more popular one. It's a Fusion, they call it the Fusion hand job. Shh. And then I have an orange crush in it. I just don't have anywhere to like keep it on me convenient, so I'll usually reach for it if I just need a real quick hand squeegee. But otherwise, I don't really use it much, but I would like to. I just haven't found a convenient place to use it. Not disappointed. Thank you, Haas. I've been doing it so long. Maybe one day me and you can get together, tint together, and you can show me all your ins and outs of doing single stage. What's the difference between the hand job and the handy? I assume these are tools listed on tintipo.com. Nice. Gonna rename the business F-150. Dude, all day. All day. All day. Tintipo. Whoops. Tintipo.com. The handy. Handy. I'm down. Going to Jeff Welch's on the 18th. If you want to, oh yeah, and Jeff's kind of out in my neck of the woods. Maybe an hour or so south of me. Maybe a day or something. Haas, we'll, that's on the 18th. We'll link up. We'll link up. I like that. You try to replace plastic shank with the caulking or spatula to decorate cake. I've seen them. I see a lot of people go get those and they use them. I would imagine they work the same. I have not tried it. The hardest car I've tinted, the old school Acura Integra with the big, huge, ridiculous, massive back window. Sides, easy. Back window, no thanks. So the handy, Fusion Handy, looks like the hand job, honestly. but it's called a handy. So I can't answer that question. I don't know. Let's see. Is a grip that can be attached just about any of the fusion blades. The handy. Handy. Also contains two magnets. I don't know. Seems similar. I'm not sure. Maybe they changed the name. I don't know. Yeah, they probably changed the name. Yeah, I bet they changed the name. Do I cut everything through the plotter or freehand? I cut probably 85% of everything, maybe 80% of everything through the plotter. I'll do a lot of frameless doors, hand cut. Obviously, if I'm not happy with the pattern, which is very rare, then I'll hand cut it. Otherwise, these have fantastic top edges from this company. So I gotta stop reading so much and keep moving. But yeah, these have really, really, really good patterns in film cut, and I'm really, really happy with them. So check out the last live that I did. I showed all 4 windows one by one of how great the top edges were. Haas, thank you, man. Thanks for coming in. Yes, keep me updated on that, man. He's not far away from me. I would love to come and kind of chew the fat with you guys. All right, we're gonna cover the doors. We're gonna start at that window, this one, this one, this one. Sweet season, yeah, yes sir. Yeah, that would be cool, man, thanks. That's a tint networking. It's tinters coming together and working together as opposed to working apart or against each other. Patterns on film cut seem better than FED. They are. I mean, I can't say it any other way. They are, period. I have physically proven that. Now, FVD has its positives, don't get me wrong. Ordered some pre-cuts through Tint Zoom to see how the cut is. Also trying GeoShield for the first time. Man, GeoShield's a good film. Absolutely. How'd it work out with the pre-cut? Mess up the film. So look at that width. Perfect. I like that. It's thinner. This stuff is thinner than carpet shield, but it's cool. Bottom line, take care of your customer's car, no matter what you use. Do your job with pride. I'm whispering because I don't want this to fold up on itself and I have to throw it away. If you breathe too heavy or walk too fast, it will fold on itself. And then it's pretty much useless. Oh, look at this. We reached the end. It's time to go. Is it rolled the same as carpet shield? Yes. And they do that because this stuff is designed to set the whole roll on the floor. I hate it too, but that's the nature of it. They set the whole roll on the floor with a little sticking out, and then you walk on that plastic as you're kicking the roll in a house with like brand new carpet, so that you're kicking it the sticky side down as it's rolling. But yeah, it makes it a little bit of a headache for us using it the way we do. Oh shoot, I put a sticky side to me, see? I already messed that up. I'll turn the roll around. Hung it the wrong way. Work out in the country, it works like a big fly trap. You got a bunch of flies all over it. That makes sense. Yeah, that would be aggravating. But it's better they're stuck to the roll than all up in your face or under your tint, right? I would think so. Can you imagine? Do a whole back window, squeegee it out to find the big old remnants of a big fat juicy fly that just got done eating, you know, out in the cow pasture. It's now a fixture in your back window. It would suck. All right, good and covered. There we go. All right, let me check what kind of timing we're looking at, because I got about a 2 hour and 20 minute battery life on my headgear. We got 15 people in here plus Facebook. What's up, everybody? Glad to have you, whether you want to chit chat or not. It's all good. Where do I check the time? Flies, mosquitoes, everything's stuck to it. Yes, sir. That is aggravating. This'll work. God, that's aggravating. Nope. Off. Power. Power. All right, let's rock and roll. We're gonna argue with these quarters first, negotiate those first. Again, it's a brand new car, so everything's fairly clean, which is good. I've got my extra slippy slip, which has twice the amount of soap in it. Help me tuck past the seals so there's no gaps. I do not trim this. Yes, that is right, I do not. And if there is the tiniest, itziest, bitsiest light gap that only I will ever know about, I let it ride. In my opinion, it is not half-ass. It is not cutting on someone's car, personally. How many ounces of soap to a gallon of water? I use 2 ounces in, you know, humid weather, which that's the period we're in right now. I do 2 ounces of baby shampoo and like 4 or 5 drops of Dawn. And it's not perfect. I keep kind of messing with it, but it's what I always go to, because hard to get perfect. Because just depending on the humidity in the air, it changes everything. One day have more humidity than another, and it's gonna be more sticky than on another day. Yes. Together in the same bottle? Yes. Yeah, exactly, Josh. It's always humid. Back to the soap question. Yes, I put that in my spray tank. Like, this is extra soap and it's still not just wanting to, like, you know, slide around like I want it to. Just makes these a pain. Come on, man. Here we go. How hot it is, it's like taking a shower and getting out. That's the weather in Louisiana. Man, I feel that. That's one thing I hate in the summertime is taking a shower, getting out of the shower, and then you're sweating like crazy. That's aggravating. It was a little bit of a fight. It wasn't terrible. We got through it. Why we put AC vents in the bathroom. Yeah, man. It's hot. And I'm originally born and raised in Chicago, and I'm a firm believer that, in the wintertime, you can always put on an extra layer. I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. But you can always put on an extra layer. In the summertime, it ain't going nowhere. How many days do I go on my mix in the keg? I never change it. And I'm not saying I'm better than now. I know people change it. But I don't put 5 gallons in it either. So, oh man, window lock. So I'll usually run like 3 gallons at a time in my tint keg. And that lasts me, depending on how big my schedule is, which is usually pretty busy. That lasts me a day or two. Dean, welcome. This is what I do for a living, sir. Wrong. Had. Rookie mistake, exactly. How foolish. There. Thank you for catching it. Golden. It's still, I know you might be able to see it, but I'm telling you that is a piece of hair that is off the top of your head, and it is what it is. I'm not going to cut this. It's just right. Matter of fact, well, I'll even make it better. There. Thank you, sir. Keeping us on our toes. Nothing wrong with that. We don't half-ass anything. We do it to the best of our ability within reason. Back to the slip mix. No, I don't ever change mine. I stay luckily busy enough that I'm adding to my tank, if not every day, every other day. So I'm going through my solution. Yeah, when you're back here and you're trying to work and the switch just doesn't work at all and you got to keep using that one, man, it's rare, but it only takes that one moment and you're just like, dude, for real? Look, brand new. This is my harder scraper. It's really kind of sharp on the edge. I use that to kind of like as I'm cleaning. Obviously not to use on the film, but just helps kind of scrape down anything extra that might be hiding in those seals. Suburban you did would go up but not down. Oh, that's aggravating. That's aggravating. And I literally, like customers with like somewhat older vehicles, I ask them now, like, all the windows work, right? And they look at me crazy and I'm like, I know you don't know because you're not a tinter, but I actually have to roll the windows up and down. That's part of the job. And I've actually had some go, oh no, the back right doesn't work. And if they're cool and they're being nice, then I'll be nice. I'll be like, all right, well, does it work from the master switch? Okay, great, I'll take care of it this time. But if it's like 2 windows or something, nah, go get that stuff fixed, man. Come on. We're better than that. But customer education, I can't say that enough. Customer education, can't get mad at the customer because they ask, you know, oh, the windows need to work. Because, hey, as stupid as it might sound to us, they had no idea. Get your hand under it. So the green, how do I keep the tools smooth, like on the green corner tool? I don't bother with that one, I just use it. But like these stay pretty cool. They don't scratch tint very much. They can, but 1000 grit, 1500 grit sandpaper on the edges. But this is a scraper, so I just use it to scrape, but I won't use it. I mean, I might like touch a corner because it's thinner and it gets behind like a gasket a little bit to kind of push a corner down, but I won't like swipe out. No way. That's one of the questions. T-Town, what's up, buddy? Yeah, man, I have a pretty extensive one on my Tint Wiz app as well, like asking all the questions. Is it tinted? Can you offer any more information? Is it a hatchback, a 2-door, is it a 4-door? Not that usually that matters, but the more information you can give me about your vehicle, the better I can quote you and not be over or under. And people, I got probably 7 or 8 questions on mine, and they answer them. I put on there, are you okay dropping it off? Jobs that are generally over an hour, I require dropping them off. I even have on mine now, I require a $20 good faith deposit, non-refundable, can change one time. And so far, everybody's liking it. I got a full schedule. I had a full schedule last week, full schedule this week, starting to book out for next week, so I can't complain. Stick with what works. But yeah, going back to it, it's, you know, a Customers don't know, so always remember that. There is no stupid question when it comes to a customer. And I see a lot of stupid comments about customers in places that I'm not going to name, and it really drives me nuts. Really drives me crazy. Man, I don't know how good you guys can see the color of this 15, but I'm just trying to say, fire. Then I'll use this one for the tint because it's the softer tri-edge, so less risk of scratching or damaging the tint. Am I using square appointment? I'm playing with it. I don't like, unless I'm not understanding it right, you put the appointment in for a certain amount and then it wants you to pay that amount somehow or something like that, and I just couldn't figure out, and I didn't spend much time on it, and that could be why, but I couldn't figure out, like, well, how do they take a deposit on that appointment, but it clears the appointment because I use a different payment software, and I couldn't figure it out. So I just made it easy. I set up a link people can pay right from Square with a link. I can text them, they click the link, sends them to my Square app, they put in their credit card info, and I get my money the next day, and that's pretty much all I use it for. All right, one door done, 42 more to go. Let me see what that said. Had some good luck with deposit. I do 40 though, right on. Yeah, I thought about doing 40, and I don't know, I'm that guy that we all talk about, like, what are you worried about? If they're not willing to pay a deposit, then, and I just thought, well, I don't know, I get that part, but I'm thinking, who's gonna give you just 20 bucks? Like, is 20 bucks enough? Is that okay? And so far, dude, anyone that's left me 20 bucks was far from just handing me 20 bucks and saying, nah, I'm not showing up. So kudos to you, because that's where I want to be. I think 40 is more than fair. I think 50 is fair. I think anything's fair to show your, you know, readiness to do work with me if you're going to waste my time and go through all the stuff and all the things to then just not show up. And again, that's customers not knowing that you could be like me. I'm a professional shop, but I'm a one-man band with one bay. And they don't know, they don't understand, they don't know the business to know that if you don't show up, my bay sits empty for however long I plan for you to be here. So I don't blame the customer. I do, obviously. I'm not that soft, but it's like they don't realize that, oh, it's no big deal. They'll just pull someone else in. That's not the case, bro. You have the same thing, you have it hidden. Yeah, same with me. It's like I have to create a link. Well, I don't create a link. It's always there, but I have the link hidden, so it's not like really readily available. And I actually have it in Notepad on my phone now. So when somebody hits me up and they're like, "How do I pay the deposit?" I can just easily send them the link right from my Notepad and my phone. And it makes it easy for everybody, if you ask me. All right, I'm not gonna lie, I struggle with these. I'm gonna straight up tell you that. Nice. All right, don't mean to be quiet. I'm just concentrating on these quarters. I don't like these. They're kind of irritating, personally. All right, now let's try to smash this part down. Passable. Dang. Struggle's real on these little bitty ones. I don't like these. Towel, not a towel. Yeah, I guess we all have those like ones that just drive us nuts. And this is one of them for me. Okay, made it through that one. All right, so these windows are clean. I'm using my gator blade to just kind of rough scrape the glass. Make sure nothing's on it. I see no reason to use a metal razor. So I'm knocking any surface dirt down. Squeegee the bottom out. Use the harder squeegee. Down and across. Hit the back. Roll it down. Wipe the top edge, any dirt that may be sitting. And then I clean up here so no drips fall down. I clean this across the bottom and I wipe this. And then just in case if the tint happens to touch it, it's not going to hurt anything. Scrape them out. And then even when I spray kind of like where I wiped, so that if it left any towel residue, it wipes the towel residue down too, or it washes it down. Squeegee it out. Now I can stick it. How long we been live? Anybody know? Just want to keep an eye on my battery. Make sure I got enough juice. I don't have another one that's working. So once the GoPro goes out, the GoPro goes out. Which isn't the worst thing in the world, but I would hope to make it at least all the way through the car. Thank you. 1 hour, 45 minutes. Thank you for looking at that for me. I appreciate that a lot. All right. I'd say that top edge is looking real good too. Nice. So what I'm using right now is this soap solution I was talking about earlier. This is 2 ounces of baby shampoo for the slip, and then I put a couple drops of Dawn in it. And the reason for that is this has a really aggressive adhesive on it. So, but when it's wet with slip, so it takes a little extra slip to get it to move around. Well, that said, once it starts to move around, then it really gets to, you know, jogging around. The Dawn just helps it bind a little bit quicker during the install. If it's a really cold day or something, I'll still have to like use the heat gun and heat the glass up or a torch or whatever. But on the perfect day, which is usually a nice rainy day like today, it tends to be just fine. All right, so that's locked in. We roll that up. Wash out the bottom. Fill our liner. Wash out or spray the tint in there. And then we tuck the bottom. So I start in the back, pull the gasket back, drop the film, slide this over so that you can kind of push and swoop it down. Same thing on this side, come back and drop it, let the film drop in, and then you got this big old air pocket you're gonna push out, just like that. And I like to sweep everything from the middle back because you have that curl when you shrunk the film. And then I'll kind of tighten up the top area first. And then I'll push it down and sweep to the sides. Down on the sides, and then we'll sweep it out with this. And then I do a final. Just kind of like really use some pressure on it to evacuate as much water as we can. And then when I get to the back side, come down, front side, come down. Squeegee it out. Uh-oh. Party's just gotten started. Jaybird's here. Hey, buddy. Great bubbles and hairs. No, no bubbles and hairs. No bubbles and hairs. We're just doing our thing, tinting some windows. That's funny. Nah, look at that back window. What's up? It's going. Jaybird, it's going. It's going. We use, so this plastic here, I started using Carpet Shield from Home Depot and Lowe's. And I started buying this from, that's 24-inch roll. Got this from Amazon, it's 36 wide, so I use that now. How do I clean my tanks? How often? I don't clean my tanks. I always check them when I refill them. And I check my mesh filters in my sprayers. And I'll rinse them, but did I make the glass boards? Yes. Herbert, you're welcome. Yeah, I don't know. I keep enough on the books, and this is, I say this very carefully because I don't want anyone to go, oh wow, you know, you're big business. Because I hear people cleaning their tanks. Great, go. But I don't run more than, it's a 5-gallon tank, but I only run like 3 gallons at a time, and I go through it quite often. Filters pick up a lot. Yes, I use the 200 mesh. It's a lot more fine. And I like that it makes the spray not quite as coarse. So yeah, I use the 200 mesh in both the sprayers. Love them. Love them. I add almost every day. I don't really shake the tank. Yeah, bear with me, guys. I'll get to the comments here. 1 sec. Don't want this locking up before I have it in place. Beautiful. Yeah, I'll read those in just a second. And the comment on the peel boards, yes. As soon as I get a chance, I will go over the materials that I used, where I bought them. Took a long time to get that framing in, but that framing is an ever popular growing kind of trend, I'd say. I was so concentrated and fixated on getting this in that I missed like almost every single comment. I missed almost every comment. It's okay, it's okay. We'll be back. Bear with me. Currently using mirror tag. Yeah. The mirror hangers. Yeah, I was using J channel from Home Depot for a while, and I just hated the look. Hated the look. And it was flat on the wall, and it just, I don't know. I just didn't like it. I'm not flicking you off. So I found some really cool channeled aluminum that does oh so much more. There's tooling, like it has slots on it. So I got the glass sitting in the slots, and then all these slots, it's 4-way slots, front, side, back, inside. Obviously I channeled my glass on the inside, and then there's room, they make like hooks and tool holders, cup holders, all kinds of stuff that you could buy and add to it as an add-on. So I thought, well, that's cool. So that's what I ended up going with, and yes, it looks way cleaner, and I have one on both sides. Not the cheapest solution, but a really nice one. Definitely affordable. All right, I spent way longer on that glass than I needed to. Let me get through some comments. I don't have much battery life left, and in the event it dies, it dies. Hour 58, yeah, I might have 15, 20 minutes, might have just enough time to finish this car. Do you have to shake the tank the next day or new refill every day? No, I do not. Can you give a quick overview of the materials needed for the glass board? We will definitely do that. My 5-gallon tank, I put 2 gallons. My 3-gallon one, I put 1 gallon. Yes, Josh, that's what I'm talking about. Because I mean, you have to leave room for air. If you put 4 gallons in it, you got 1 gallon of air, and then you run out of air faster. If you put 3 gallons in it, it leaves you 2 gallons of air, and it seems to be perfect for me, and gets me through 3 or 4 jobs for the day. Yes, that's all I want to do, if that. I have a next day. It wasn't slippery with the baby shuttle. Jaybird, I think for me, it always seems the same, but it changes based on the temperature that day. It changes so much here in Georgia. It could be winter tonight and wake up tomorrow and it'd be chilly, and then by 4 o'clock it's 80 degrees. Mirror hangers for the glass boards. Yeah, we'll go over that. Another question, what device do you use and record? Super sticker. Wow, man, thank you. You rock. Thank you, Herbert. Answer your question, what device am I using to record? Obviously, outside of all this going on in the background, I am wearing the ever so famous headgear with a GoPro 9. Yes, GoPro 9. We've got the HDMI transmitter on the back, which is transmitting to my desk. I got battery, external battery here to the GoPro, which is much bigger than the other battery. It holds, I can go about 4 times the amount of one GoPro battery, and we have it in the media mod. So that's what we're working. On my tank, it doesn't slip good the next day. Why? I don't know. That's a great question, Jaybird. I don't notice a difference in mine except for when the temperature changes. Thank you for your time. Anytime. That's what we're here for, man. Jaybird, you're great. I hope you know that. You're a big supporter. You ask some of the best questions. Did Tintipo buy out my channel? No. So I do a lot of work with Tintipo. We've partnered up on a lot of the educational videos, putting out content for new people, and I still have my channel, On Point Pro Styles, and I plan to do some lives on my channel. But we talked a while back about doing some lives on Tintipo's channel, so you'll see me here as well. No, they didn't buy out my. They can't afford it. Oh, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Big joke. Just kidding. No, we're just working together. That's all. We're just teaming up, putting out some content, some good stuff people can watch and see and learn and be a part of and be chill about it. You know, that was our biggest thing, is we want to welcome new people, and it's not just you that slips different. Yeah, the slip changes, man. I don't know. I honestly don't have an answer for that. Maybe because it was just baby shampoo. Possible. Have a good one, man. Thank you so much for supporting and jumping in. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, I put Dawn in mine, Jaybird. So it's 2 ounces. I run 2 ounces of baby shampoo to, I don't know, 1/8 of an ounce, a couple of drops of Dawn for every gallon of water that I put in. And every day I'm adding 1 gallon to 2 gallons, pretty much. And I have a little 1 gallon pump that has all my J&J in it. I just pump it. Have I ever had an orange crush leave streaks? Yes, mine's kind of needing a little bit of some maintenance. It's starting to streak a little. Yes, it's irritating. Yes, you don't want that to happen. Not the end of the world, especially if you're, squeegeeing more than once, overlapping, things like that. But yeah, you don't want it streaking. Yes, and they do streak more often than like the red line. So, but I run mine in a hard card sharpener and just take a little shave off the very like flat part of it. And that's how I renew mine. Man, look at that edge. Is the flat out good? Yes. The flat out from the based on, and don't quote me, I'm not a super professional with these squeegees, but on the durometer scale, the flat out I think is the same as the red line, if I remember right. I did a video on durometer readings, and I'm almost positive when I looked up both, they were both very similar. And I thought, oh, well, that's why when I use the flat out, it feels very much, I liked it, but it feels very much like the red line. But you can get the red line in like where not only this side's beveled, you can get it where it's beveled on the back too, so you can flip the blade around. Can I show you how I cut the Orange Crush? When I show you how to refresh the blade? Yeah, sure. Just remind me. We can spend a few minutes, even if the battery dies on the GoPro, we can spend a few minutes over at the computer and I can go over some things, absolutely. Just put it on the to-do list because I will forget. And I have no problems with you reminding me whatsoever. Well, that's a big bubble. Holy Toledo, look at the size of that bubble. Who dare text message me? told when the blade hangs over the top of the glass. 100%, I believe that. I never challenged that, but I'm willing to absolutely bet that's the issue. You like the speed with this plotter? Man, yes sir. I actually turned the speed down. I was running a 420 millimeters per second, and I don't know, I turned it down. I felt like, let's not push the limit. But yeah, I love it. Try not to, old habits. Yeah, for real. Gotta brake pass, brake free. All right, this one's done. We got one more door. Then we kind of hang out a little bit, chit chat, talk about whatever. Oh, gotta go through that stupid quarter window. There's a big difference between how long it takes me and how long I take. And I take about 2 hours. That's about my average. Uh-oh. Oh, our tip's loose. I take about 2 hours because because I do. I crush things out, I perfect my edges, perfect my corners. I'll use, tools to crush out small little pieces. I'll have to read some of those comments, y'all forgive me. I'm trying to keep up with them, but most cars, if it answers one of the questions, most cars I do with the plotter. Question about the how many years does the software go back? It's spotty after like the 80s, honestly. Which is fine, because I'm not a shop that gets into older vehicles. I don't have the space or the time or the patience. Whoa! I'm forgiven. Thank you very much. I'm really concentrating now on beating the battery so that my spaceship headband doesn't go out and then like I'm mid-window or something and I just can't do anything. Let's look when I get done. I would love to see how old they go. The question about shrinking a windshield and not getting creases, same as you do a back window. You just got to be mindful of the corners. That's okay, run big cameras. Yes, tight quarters. I do not like these front quarters on these Corollas. Or the like 2012 Honda Civic ones. Those drive me nuts too. Why they gotta put quarters on the front windows? Beyond me. Just aggravating. Yes, this one's going 15% dark, which is great. For someone learning to tint, I suggest you learn how to hand cut. Plotter is fine. There's a lot of people that don't know how to hand cut, and they use a plotter. I just think you should learn to hand cut. Watched my heat shrinking video, helped you a lot. Man, that's why we put out this content. That's why we do what we do. It's the absolute reason why we do what we do. Whoops. There's no room for whoops in tinting. There's no room for whoops. All right. She's good. Last window, guys, last window. And then we can kind of chill, hang out, chit chat. I got a little bit of touch up to do, so we'll do that as well. Need one of those cameras to make content. Man, if you want to live stream, kind of like me and a few others are, just know, holy cow, it's like learning to tint. There is so much involved. But the GoPro is a powerful tool. A lot of guys are just sticking on their head and they're pre-recording everything, and then they'll upload their videos. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Marty, we're going back to the future. 1985. Flux capacitor. Okay, consistency, top edge, this, here, bottom, up the side. Right there, nicks your squeegee. Oh my goodness. We gotta go, Badak, we gotta go back. Best movie. It was a great movie. Yes, sir. Back from our day, my day. That was some of the most intense, high graphic movies we had back then. And it was uber cool. That's funny. Dang, now that's teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. Love it. That's coming together. Deposit and everything, boy. Stop. Nice. Have I ever had a tri-edge scratch film? Yes. Yes, I keep a bunch of them now. And if I get even a tiny scratch, Yes, you can fix them. I throw them away and I grab another one. Do you not like pulling the sweeps? I've done it for years this way, and I would never argue with anyone about what's better or faster. I think whatever gets the job done, but I've always been comfortable just doing it this way, and it's just kind of my way. But I had another tinner on earlier that he's a bottom loader through and through, and he's going to be in my area. And I was like, man, I'd love to pick your brain on it. It's just foreign to me. That's all. So I don't do it. I never have. I've always two-staged, been successful with it. I say that as I'm sitting here trying to sweep this off of here. But yeah, for the most part, I've never really had an issue. There are some I will pull the sweep. Can't lie. Yeah, so see, there's the question of the year. I don't know what ones are easy and what ones aren't. I think that's one of the reasons why I don't pull sweeps. I don't know. I don't want to break something. I don't want to have to figure out what cars are easy, what cars are hard, or I don't know. No pull sweep unless they're easy, exactly. I feel like, and this is just me, by the time I figure out if I can pull the sweep, how hard it is, what I got to do it, I can just keep tinting and get the car tinted. You know, as I work this big bubble out, and you guys are like, see, if you're bottom loading, you wouldn't have that big bubble. That's the debate of the century, man. I think every tinner knows that. What's better? What's cleaner? I don't know. I'll never argue it. I think both methods are fantastic, and I know some people that do both methods, and they look really fluid doing it, and I know the job's really good, and go with it, man. I support you and your decision to bottom load all day, every day. But this is how I rock mine, and I do well with it, you know. Two stages and get that money. The easy tool is cool once mastered. Yeah, I've heard good things. I just don't know nothing about it. I think we all get caught in just the way we do things, and if it works, it works. And I think that's the main takeaway is, you know, it works. This is what I do every day, and in my shop, this works really, really well for me, and I'm comfortable doing it. So, what kind of film am I installing? This is Tintipo's Superior Charcoal 15%, which is one of my favorite shades. I love the color, rich and black, just looks awesome. My corner buckled. There we go. Got it. Nice. All right, while I got the chance, let me do a little touch up, and then we'll kind of chill for a few minutes. Yeah, this is gonna die soon. In some shops I worked at, people who pull sweeps don't shrink, which is crazy to me. Yeah, I hear people don't, and because the sweeps aren't there, you can put that pressure on the bottom of the film, so there's a lot less need to shrink. I probably still would. You hiring? I need to, honestly. I got a lot of projects, a lot of things going on. So to answer your question, I should be. That's probably the best way to answer it. Oh, you in the area? Oh, that's on the outside. Ooh, thundering. Beautiful. Beautiful. Shoot, that comment, learn torque shrinking. I don't even know that. Hey guys. We're finished. Using a flame to torch the back window. Yeah, I haven't messed with one. I have a stupid one that you can't shake, because if you do, it like blows flames up into the air. All right, let's shut this off because we're done. I'm gonna wipe the windows real quick. My GoPro goes out, do tell. But he's gonna like this. How rich and black that film is, boy. It's a color stable, lifetime warranty window film. Guaranteed never to fade purple. Oh, cut blade, yes. Absolutely. There you go. All right. Oh, if that wasn't perfect timing, we couldn't have timed that better. Dang. Just wow. How about that? How's my hair? Too shabby. Okay. GoPro's dead, so I can't use it, but I use, this is a hard card sharpener. And it doesn't fit through here. I mean, this one kind of does, but like one like this doesn't. It doesn't reach to the bottom. I don't know if you can see that or not. So where the Orange Crush actually does. So I could use it through the middle. I've been putting it to the side because that blade is out on the side just a little bit. So I usually just run it right across like that. But apparently you can do it. So you gotta lay it flat. It's got a piece of like Olfa blade in it. And then you just take it, keep even pressure down on it. All the way through. I don't know where that went. So that's how I do it. I usually do it more than once just to keep it as even of a cut as I can. Anyway, so yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I refinish the blades. Link, some films shrink decent wet. You can say Lumar ceramics do not wet shrink at all, or as well. Link, some films. The link is, for this film is just go to tintipo.com, look at their premium lines. I don't know about wet shrinking, I don't wet shrink, but I will say that their Ceramic Extreme, if you're running a fever and get too close to that, it'll shrink. It's unbelievable. Shrinks really fast, and it's a 2 mil film, so it's nice and thick, it's crispy, it looks great, it shrinks so fast. Adhesive is not quite as, what do you say? It's not as like heavy duty. It is, the adhesive is great and it's gonna last for a long time, just as any of the premium films will. But what I'm trying to say is it's not as aggressive when installing it. It's a PS adhesive, so it's not as aggressive, so you can actually use a little bit less soap and it'll still get nice and slippery when you're installing it. So, Lumar, I don't know, haven't really messed with much of it, but I've seen wet shrinking done on older Corvettes, Porsche Targas. Yeah, there's some people that only wet shrink, and I've seen them do hard windows, and they just have that down. Link for the glassboard frame. Are you ready? I'm about to give away a secret here. Whoops. Hang on, I gotta find the site. And then I'll show you. Oh, that's right. Okay, let me get my screen going. So this is where I ordered, it's called 80/20.
You got to be really, really careful with your sizing because it has to be custom cut. So I actually ordered, so you go to shop, T-slotted profiles, and then I ordered the, let's see, it was the 25 series. And so you can get them like double stacked and like all kinds of different ways. You can get them black. This is the one I got. You can get it. No, I'm sorry. That's a double slot. Hold up. Wait a minute. Did I get the 20s? Maybe I didn't get the 20 series. Maybe I'm sitting here lying to you. Maybe I got the 20 series? That looks like it. Yes, 20, I believe. Let me look at the 5.62. No. Anyways, so I don't want to waste all y'all's time, but this is where I got it. I'm pretty sure I got the 25 series. Base profile. Where is the squared profile? And they got them, see, where they're only on one side or the other. They've got them where it's where they've got it on just one side. They've got it like this. So they have a lot of different ones. Super chat. I'm extremely grateful for your content. Please keep this up. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot. Eric, not wasting time. Got people taking notes. You have a blue cutter. Mine Genric 98C. I didn't, yeah. Tiny, again, thanks, man. Or whoever, I'm sorry, man, woman, thanks, person, very, very much. I appreciate it. That means a lot to me. Is my blue cutter generic that one cuts smooth? What cutter, though, Jay? So yes, so I wonder if I can, y'all wait just a second. Let me see if I can log in. Y'all cover your eyes. Oh, hold up. I'm just gonna do this because I don't know who, I'm hiding my screen for a second because I don't need everybody in the world knowing what my email address is. I don't know what kind of people watches these videos, you know what I'm saying? All right, whoops. I can show you a list if I log in properly. Oh, you're gonna end up seeing my email address. Okay, let me share screen. Boom, here it is. This is everything that I ordered. So I ordered 8 of these, which is the L brackets that mount it to the wall. And then I ordered the 25-2525 extruded. And I literally had to be perfect. I use an exact 4 foot by 6 foot glass, exact. So my length was 1,865.4051 millimeters. And then they charge you to cut to length because it's a custom length. I got 4 of those. Remember, I did 2 peel boards. And then I got 4 of the same aluminum 1205.2324 millimeters cut to length. And they cut those for me. And it's not terribly expensive, but for 2 whole hardware and everything, $345 delivered. Jaybird, man, you're the best, dude. You do a lot of helping out, man. I appreciate that huge for supporting. let me go like this. We'll go shop, open a new tab, and I'll put this in here. So, oh no, I'm sorry. These are the corner brackets that mount, put it together, and hold it as a frame. So I ordered those. I was not impressed with the hardware. I think I should have ordered a little bit bigger hardware, screws and bolts, because when I got here, man, they look huge on the computer. When they got here, they're tiny, 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 itty bitty. So I would suggest searching that out. Reaching out with their chat, they're super helpful. I think these are the brackets. I got 2 on top and 2 on bottom, and I anchored them to the wall. There you go. So these are on the top and the bottom, and then I anchored them into the concrete on one side, and then anchored them into the studs of the drywall, behind the drywall on the other side, which is some long screws. But $345 to mount. Now the glass cost me like $380, so I got over $700 wrapped up in it. But you can't beat like how clean it looks. It's strong. It's set up on the wall really well. It's not going anywhere. And it's a really clean look, and I can add stuff to it. Like they offer a whole catalog of stuff, but I'm giving it all up right here. This was kind of my secret. But 8020.net, man. Order up. But you can probably rewind this and look and see what it is that I ordered. But it takes about a month to get. Be better than having wood, I'm sure. Josh, it's nice. It's just nice and clean. Thanks for the info. You're welcome, man. Eric, yes, you tack the edge first. You tack the back edge. So when you're doing a door window, you move your film up a 1/4 inch and forward a 1/4 inch from the longest side. And then you squeegee across underneath the seal. You squeegee the back down to lock it in, and then you squeegee across and down like a rainbow, and then draw it all to the bottom, and then shrink all that out on the bottom. I'm a sand and stain some. When I opened up my shop, my first shop 8 years ago, my first one, dude, I built this massive thing on like out of 2x4s. And I built that thing on like wheels, and it was painted it all white. It was fancy for wood. I was happy with it. It was so well made, we couldn't take it apart. We literally just had to like smash through it when I closed the shop. We just broke it into a bunch of billion, trillion, jagillion little pieces. I don't know why I gave you that tiny little screen while I'm explaining stuff. But anyways, there's my secret. There's my peel boards. I use 1/4 inch thick tempered glass. Very important. Do not get the non-tempered stuff. You don't want to be scratching up the glass with your blade, and you want it rigid enough that it's not going to snap and break. I've tried rainbow, but they seem to don't go to the bottom. They stay at the top. So on a frameless door, yes, they want to bunch up at the top. You lift the film off the glass, you kind of peel it away from the top of the glass, and then as you squeegee, you're kind of letting the film lay back, but you're pulling it down like this and pulling it to the back, and you're kind of like letting the film roll to the glass, and you'll get this big old finger you're going to sweep to the bottom. First one had wheels, I'm not doing it again unless steps go down there. Yeah, man, it was too much, it was too big. You got FaceTime, I got time. Do I have FaceTime or the gentleman you're helping? It's really cool of you, Eric, by the way, to jump in and help chat. That's really, really, really cool. That's what I like, camaraderie. All of us coming together, one common goal, produce good results. Been happy with my used screen door. Man, I know a lot of people using screen doors. Go with it. I mean, okay, just making sure, dude. I don't really have any time for FaceTime. I'm gonna have to deliver this car in a little bit and get to the wifey. Maybe next time. Thanks for offering. Good deal, guys. This was a fun stream. These are getting a little bit easier here and there as I go along. I'm a little bit of a nervous guy. Down to help tinters. Good for you, man. That's why I do what I do. That's why I do what I do. I do, but I'm not at the garage. But if you have time and Eric is in his garage, then he can show you on the phone and you might get an aha moment. So y'all link up. Eric, that's super cool of you, man. This is what I do. I don't know if you've seen me on Facebook. This is why I linked up with Tintipo. It's a great company. They're fantastic. They treat me well, and not only me, but every single person I've ever sent to them, they treat them with the utmost respect and go sometimes above and beyond. They're just really cool people. So that's why I do what I do. I like helping people. I was there once. I was literally buying books of like how to tint back in the day, and there was only one available online, 278 pages of PDF, and it sucked. But there's more content out there now, but just seeing it done doesn't do it. I mean, it takes sometimes a little one-on-one. And like East Bay Tints that was in here earlier, they're really cool. I've helped them out with some stuff, some technical stuff, not tinting, but yeah, super cool. You have nothing to be nervous with, man. It's a medical thing, dude. Thank you, though. Cool. Good for you guys, man. That's awesome. Josh, kind words. Guys with the super chats. I don't know what to say. Like, you're making this by being here and chit-chatting with me and watching me and really supporting me. It's really helping me get excited about the next one and not be so, I mean, I have nothing to hide. I'm a little scared about being in front of the camera. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But I've got a nice little group of friends that's making it really cool. So I gotta end this. I gotta finish this car up. I mean, it's finished, but I gotta dial up the customer, put the invoice in the system. Thank you for supporting and hanging out. Just keep Carl in line. I smack Carl at least once every single morning when I come in. So absolutely. Tiny, you're helping tips make it all worth it, Kevin. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Hey, guys, I appreciate it very, very much. This was a tough thing for me to get into. Lots of money and lots of time, and it's really paying off. So I really appreciate it very, very much. Shout out to the super sticker I think I got earlier. I'm still kind of wet behind the ears with working all of this behind the scenes, or I would call them out. But that being said, thank you. That just helps support the channel, the stuff. I can't even tell you how many thousands we've got in this just to make this work and bring out some good content. But that's not what it's all about. It's about building the community, putting out the good quality content, making us all better tinters. So I'm going to rock on. Josh, Tiny, Hammond, Eric, big thanks, big shout out. Jaybird, always a big supporter. All the rest of you guys, I know I'm missing names and I don't mean to. I just got to rock and roll. So thanks for being here. Watch for the next one. I'm going to try to put out at least one or two more this week before the week's end. So anyways, thank you.